First shower of nectar. Mādhurya Kādambinī by Visvanatha Cakravartipada. Vidvapre navabhakti sasya vitate sanjivani swagamarambe kamata partu dahadamani vishvapagolasini duran me marusakinopi Sarashivavaya Bhuyat Prabhu Sri Chaitanya Kripa Nirankusha Mādhurya Kādambinī. Translation. The costless and completely independent mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is like a cloud bank of exquisitely sweet nectar that infuses life in the grains of ninefold bhakti in the devotee's heart. From the very beginning of its appearance extinguishes the scorching summer heat of material desires and gives joy to the universal river of living beings. May those nectar clouds, even from afar, refresh me, a dried up tree in the desert. Piyusha Kana explanation by Sri Ananta Bābājī Mahārāja. The most respected Gaudiya Vaishnavacharya Srila Visvanatha Cakravartipada has expertly analyzed the various stages in practicing bhakti in this book, Mādhurya Kādambinī. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Srila Rupa Goswami mentions the stages through which the devotees engage in sadhana bhakti gradually pass to finally attain the kingdom of prema. Adau srada tata sadusangu ta bhayanakriyo tattonartha nivriti syat tattonishta ruchistata artha shakti stato bhavastata prema budam chati sadhakanam ayam premnaha pradurbhave bhavet kamanavaha. First, one attains Shraddha or firm faith in the Shastras and teachings of sadhus. Then one gradually passes through the stages of sadhu sangha, association of pure devotees, bhayanakriya, practice of bhakti, anartha-nivriti, cessation of unwanted elements unfavorable to the practice of bhakti, nishtha, steadiness, ruchi, taste, asakti, attachment to the Lord, bhava, permanent attachment to the Lord, and finally prema, divine love. In this way, prema gradually manifests in the devotee's heart. Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 1:4-15-16. In this book, Srila Visvanatha Cakravarti describes these stages from Shraddha to prema. And in an easily understandable manner. He also vividly describes the removal of unwanted elements, aparada, anartha, and others, that create obstacles in the gradual development of sadhana bhakti. For devotees sincerely practicing sadhana bhakti, this book will take him by the hand and definitely lead him to the kingdom of prema bhakti. As a thermometer shows the body temperature, similarly, by thoroughly studying this book, a practicing devotee can easily realize the level at which he is practicing bhakti. Gradually, giving up all anarthas, he can step up through the higher stages of bhakti. Therefore, each sadhaka who wants to attain prema has the singular duty to study this book to the utmost. Srila Cakravartipada has named this book Mādhurya Kādambinī, the bank of nectar showering clouds. Srila Rupa Goswami writes in Ujjvala Nilamani 11:19, Madhuryam nama shistanam sarvavastashu charuta. The eternal beauty or charm of all the activities and gestures of the Lord is known as Mādhurya. Bhagavan stavadasara asadarano Svarupa Ishvarya Madhurya Statva Vishesha Tatra Swarupam Paramananda Isvaram Asamurvatayo Sarva Manuharam Swabhavika Rupa Guna Liladi Saustavang. Lagutushani commentary of the Bhagavad 10, 12, 11. The Absolute Truth having uncommon form, Swarup, majesty, Aishwarya, and sweetness, Mādhurya, is Bhagavan. Parabrahma is personified Svarupa, supreme bliss. Or Paramananda, his incomparable infinite. Spontaneous supremacy. Is his Aishwarya and the super excellent nature of his all-enchanting form, pastimes, qualities, and so forth is Mādhurya. Mādhurya Bhagavata Sara. Mādhurya is the quintessence of very life of the Absolute, of the Supreme Absolute Truth. Though all forms of the Supreme Lord are non-different, still the son of Nanda Maharaj, Vrajendranandana, in human-like form, is personified Mādhurya Gudam Param Brahma Manushya Lingam. Srimad Bhagavatam 7.10.48. The Shruti says, Rasa Vaisa. Bhagavan himself is personified Rasa or transcendental male. Though the Swarupa of Bhagavan is Nectarian, Rasamaya. The rasas differ in different avatars. There is no other form of Godhead except Brajendranandana Sri Krishna that displays all rasas at once. Sri Krishna is the personification of all rasas in full, or Akila Rasamrita Murti. All the qualities that support or nourish all kinds of rasas are naturally present within him. The great sages call all these qualities Mādhurya. Thus, Sri Krishna is an infinite ocean of form, qualities, and pastimes full of infinite sweetness. The Goswamis have divided that ocean into 4 component parts. Lila Madhurya, sweetness of pastimes, Prema Madhurya, sweetness of love, Venu Madhurya, sweetness of the flute, and Rupa Madhurya, sweetness of fire. These 4 kinds of sweetness manifest only in Vraja. Chaturdha Madhuri Stasya Vraja Eva Virajate. Laghu. This book therefore is like a bank of clouds whose falling showers consist of the unique sweetness of Raja. By thoroughly studying this book, the Saraka can undoubtedly become completely showered by the sweet nectar of Raja. The reality tattva or of Mādhurya is very difficult to understand and obtain. There is no way to attain the fortune to relish the sweetness unless one gets the mercy of a devotee who already relishes this sweetness. In this special age of Kali, Vrajendranandana Sri Krishna himself has manifested in the form of Sri Gauranga, accepting the mood Bhava and splendor Kanti of Sri Radha. He accepted this form to fulfill his 3 desires which remain unfulfilled in his Vraja Leela. Kaichana Radha Prema, Kaichana Mura Madhurima, Kaichana Bhavati Hobura. To relish the prema of Sri Radha, to relish the wonderful sweetness of that Radha relishes in him, and to relish the bliss that Radha attains by realizing his sweetness. Krishna himself relished the sweetness of Raja in his Gauranga form, while at the same time plunging all the living beings of the universe into streams of nectar. In the beginning of this book, while glorifying Mahaprabhu in his auspicious invocation Mangalacharanu, the author described his mercy as Nirankusha Mādhurya Kādambinī, the bank of clouds in the rainy season, spreading all over the sky, floods the whole universe with heavy rainfall. Similarly, the completely independent and causeless mercy of Mahaprabhu bestows divine love to the whole world without any discrimination between the deserving and the undeserving. Srila Prabhupada Sarasvati, the dear associate of Mahaprabhu, writes in Sri Chaitanya Chandramritam 112. From the 12, Patra Vicharanam na kurute na swamparam bhikshate Diya vimar shakuna hina vakala pratiksha prabhu Saryojasram vananekshana pranamana dhyanadina durlabam Date bhakti rasam saeva bhagavan gura param gati. The most powerful and magnanimous Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very quickly and easily bestowed the medlow divine love, which is very difficult to obtain by such practices as Shravan hearing, Kirtan chanting, Pranama obeisances, and Dhyana meditation. He did not differentiate between who was deserving and who was not, friend and foe, proper and improper time, without stopping to consider whether or not to give this prema. May such a Supreme Lord, Sri Gaur Sundara, be my ultimate and only shelter. As constant rains lead to flooding, so the most merciful Mahaprabhu has flooded the whole universe with his extremely uncontrollable and costless cloud bank of exquisitely sweet nectar. This is written in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila 7:25-28. Utaliya prema boya chaudiye bedaya Stri vrida varaka yuva savare duvaya Sayana durjana pangu jara anda gana prema bunjaya dabaila jagatera jana jagadubila jivera haila vijanasha taha deki pancha janera parama ulasha yatta yatta prema vrishti kare pancha jana tatta tatta bade jala vyape tribubana. The rising flood of divine love expanded in all directions, drowning everyone, men and women, young and old, gentle and wicked, lame, dull-minded and blind. Mahaprabhu Nityananda, Prabhu Advaita, Gadadhara, and Srivas felt overjoyed, seeing the entire world submerged in divine love, which destroyed the seed of ignorance in all living beings. The more the five members of the Panchatattva showed the divine love, the more the flood swirled, expanding throughout the universe. Thus, when Mahaprabhu appeared, he pleased the entire world by giving Braja Prem, even to those without the qualification of sadhana, simply because of his costless mercy. But now, after his disappearance from this world, the attainment of such love once again depends on the efforts of sadhana bhakti. Still, Mahaprabhu's cloud bank of mercy nourishes the devotional life of the devotee, soon yielding the fruit of prem bhakti. Describing the influence of this cloud bank of mercy, the author says, Hridva pre nava bhakti sasya vitate sanjivani. It infuses life in the grains of ninefold bhakti within the field of the heart. The heart is the most appropriate place of receptacle for the manifestation of bhakti. Shabdasara says, Yato nirjati visayo jasminschaiva palijate hirayam tad vijan yad manasastiti karanam. The heart is the place where all the desires appear and all the desires merge. The heart is the cause of the mind's disposition. Another name of the heart is Chitta, though it is material in its nature. By the will of the Lord it becomes worthy for the manifestation of transcendental pure devotion. It is thus compared with a fertile field for sprouting the grains of bhakti, as a desert or barren land. Full with stones is not suitable for cultivation, so the intellect, very rough due to mental speculations, is not at all suitable for the manifestation of bhakti. Through intelligence one can attain material knowledge, but spiritual knowledge needs to be approached through the heart. And an intelligent boy may have deep faith in bhakti due to his previous birth samskar, impression of previous activities on the mind, while a very intelligent person may be an atheist. So the heart is most receptive for the manifestation of bhakti, not the mind or intellect. Gradually, the mind and intellect of the devotee are spiritualized, as a piece of iron is turned into gold by the touch of a touchstone. This is the deeper meaning of the word Hridvapra. Nava Bhakti here refers to ninefold Bhakti, Sravana Kirtana, and so on, as delineated in the Bhagavad 7.5.23. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Parasevanam Archanam Bandadasyam Sakyam Atma Nivedanam. Herein chanting and remembering Sri Vishnu's names, form and pastimes, serving his lotus feet, worshipping, offering prayers, engaging oneself as his servant, serving him in fraternal mood, and complete self-surrender to his lotus feet are the ninefold Bhakti. These are many parts of sadhana bhakti, but these ninefold practices are the best paths to attain prema bhakti. Mahaprabhu himself said, Bhajanera madhya shrestha navavida bhakti, Krishna prema, Krishna dite dare mahashakti, Tara madhya sarva shrestha nama sankirtan, Niraparade nama lailipaya premadanu. Among all parts of devotion, ninefold bhakti is the best, because it has great potency to give one Krishna and Krishna prem. Among the ninefold processes of bhakti, nama sankirtan is supreme. By chanting the holy name without offense, one can easily attain the treasure of divine love. Antya 4:70-71. Chitta Chaitamrita. Being nourished by heavy showers from the clouds, the crops very soon bear fruits. So too, the streams of Sankirtan nectar showering from Mahaprabhu's cloud bank of compassion inundate the crop of ninefold bhakti in the heart of the devotee, quickly bringing the fruit of Krishna prem. In this age of Kali, the father of Sankirtan, Sriman Mahaprabhu, gave the ability to attain the fruit of prem through Nam Sankirtan, the Yuga Dharma or religion of this age. Only through Nam Sankirtan, ninefold bhakti attains its perfection. In this age of Kali, without Nama Sankirtan, none of the other devotional processes can lead to perfection and give the fruit of prem. This is understood from Mahaprabhu's own words. Navavida Bhakti Purna Nama Hote Hoi. The ninefold bhakti reaches perfection through Nama Sankirtan. Chaitamrita 2.15-108. Even the other parts of devotion cannot be awakened without Nama Sankirtan. In the explanation of the first sloka of Sri Shastakam Chetu Darpanamarjanam, Mahaprabhu says, Sankirtana Haite Papasam Saranasana Chitta Sude Sarva Bhakti Sadhana Udgama Krishna Premodgama Premamrita Ashwaran Krishna Prapti Sevamita Samudre Majana. Nama Sankirtan destroys all sins and frees one from material bondage. The heart becomes purified and all processes of sadhana bhakti awaken within the mind, no, within the heart, gradually attaining Krishna prem. One relishes transcendental mellow, finally attaining Krishna himself. One is immersed in the nectar of ocean of his service. Antya-lila 20:30-14. Mahaprabhu himself relished the extremely charming sweet nectar of Namasankirtan along with his associates to establish the ideal practice of ninefold bhakti for the people of Kali Yuga. This was never revealed anywhere before his appearance. The author has named Mahaprabhu's mercy that infuses life in the crop of ninefold bhakti Mādhurya Kādambinī. Nourished by the mercy of Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu explained the ninefold bhakti in 64 parts, in a way that is easily understandable by the devotees. By Sriman Mahaprabhu's grace, Jiva Goswami expertly analyzed the various ideas of ninefold bhakti. Both in Bhakti Sandarbha and the elaborate Krama Sandarbha commentary of the Bhagavad text 7.5.23, Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu, he explains the various secrets of the performance of sadhana bhakti, by which a sincere sadhaka can quickly attain prem bhakti. In this way he has immensely benefited the sincere devotees. A devotee's desiring to quickly attain prem must carefully study the commentaries by Jiva Goswami, as these are also wonderful nectar showers from the cloud bank of Mahaprabhu's mercy. If the cloud bank of Mahaprabhu's mercy showers within the heart of a fortunate devotee practicing spiritual devotion, then the grains of ninefold bhakti are nourished, quickly ripening into the fruit of prema. But one may ask, how can one attain such fortune in Kali Yuga, where the living entities are totally ignorant, their hearts bound by material desires? In reply, the author describes another influence of the cloud bank of Mahaprabhu's mercy. Swagamarambe kamata partuda hadamani. On the appearance of fresh rain clouds in the sky, cool breezes blow even before the showers begin. These breezes relieve the scorching heat of the summer season, cooling and shooting the distressed people both externally and internally. Similarly, Mahaprabhu's cloud bank of mercy relieves the threefold material miseries that burn crores of times more than the scorching summer heat from the very beginning. Even before showers, cooling all living entities both externally and internally, his mercy drives away all material desires from the heart, even the desire for liberation and mukti. Only desire for Sri Krishna Bhajana fills their hearts. Srila Prabhupada Saraswati therefore writes, Na yoga na dhyanam na chaja pastapasthyagani yama na veda na charaku anuvata nishidharyu parati akashmat chaitanye vatarati ayasara hridai pumartanam maulim paramiha mudalum tatiyana. Those who have never practiced yoga, meditation, chanting, penance, renunciation, regular principle, Vedic study, nor followed scriptures, yet even those who have not refrained from sinful activities are blissfully relishing prema, the crest jewel of all human attainments, due to the sudden appearance of Sriman Mahaprabhu, the embodiment of boundless compassion. Chaitanya Chandramrita 6. Now the author describes another influence of Mahaprabhu's mercy. Visvapagolasini, swollen with heavy rains, the rivers overflow their banks, roaring swiftly to the ocean. So too, rivers swollen with the nectar showers of Mahaprabhu's mercy and overflowing with both banks with the bellies of roaring Nama Sankirtan, sweep away the hearts of all living entities to the ocean of Sri Krishna. Sri Mahaprabhu himself declared, Prithvi tejoto ache deshagaram sarvatra sanchala hoibe morenam. Chaitanya Bhagavata, all the towns and villages of the earth will resound with my name. An intelligent person can easily see that Mahaprabhu's prediction has been fulfilled. Now throughout the world, even animal-like materialists, drunkards, meat-eaters, and atheists are being swept away by the roaring river of Nama Sankirtan of Mahaprabhu. Finally, the respected author is praising is praying for Mahaprabhu's mercy. Duranmi Maru Sakinopi Sarasi Bābājī Bhūyāt. May that causeless and complete independent mercy of Mahaprabhu's glowed bank of exquisitely sweet nectar, even from far off, refresh my heart that is like a dried up tree in the desert. The clouds of the rainy season come very near the earth, profusely showering rain, but they do not shower in the desert. Rather, only from far off they sprinkle a liquid water on the desert. The respected author, in his great humility, is considering himself as a dried up tree in the desert, far away from the cloud bank of Mahaprabhu's mercy. He is therefore praying, may the extremely powerful mercy of Mahaprabhu refresh my dry desert tree-like heart with the sweet nectar of Sri Krishna Bhakti Ras. Sri Visvanatha Cakravartipada is fully blessed with Mahaprabhu's mercy and glorified by the whole world. His extraordinary humility is the specific quality of the devotees of Mahaprabhu. Though highly exalted, they consider themselves as most fallen. Sripad Prabhupada Sarasvati writes, Trinadapi Sunichina Sahaya Saumya Mugda Krit Sudha Madhura Vasita Visaya Gandha Tutut Kriti Hari Pranaya Vivala Kimapi Dhirana Lambita Bhavanti Kila Sadguna Jagati Gura Vayamami. More humble than the blade of grass, naturally pleasing and charming, honey-tongued like nectar, spitting at the smell of sense objects without relation to Mahaprabhu, overwhelmed by God Prem, completely aloof from worldly attachment. In this world, all these good qualities belong only to the devotees of Mahaprabhu. Commentary by Rādhākuṇḍa's Mahānta Paṇḍita Sri Ananta's Bābājī Mahārāja, translated by Advaita. All these discussions about who is bona fide, who is qualified, and who has the adhikar for what, all these discussions will lead only to Vaishnava Parad. Trust me, I speak from my own experience. If we follow Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, even if we might be in different parivars, we all have the same goal, to become Sri Radhika's maid servants, to be immersed in Radhalasyam. If we follow Sri Rupa Goswami, we all will achieve our goal. Padupadas Raya Tasmat Krishna Dikshari Siksanam Vishrambena Guru Seva Sadhu Varmanu Vartanam. Submission to the lotus feet of Guru, spiritual master, receiving Diksha mantras from him and instructions of Bhakti, serving the spiritual master with affection, and following in the path of saints. Let us all pray to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, whose mercy is like a cloud bank of pure nectar. Hare Krishna.